man, when they thought it was finna end. Thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you forever locked in with your boy, Stories with V. At this time, mob, y'all know what I need y'all to do for us, man. Like, share, comment, and I repeat, smash that subscribe button. We are on the road to 100K. If you're new to the platform, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Kick back, relax. I got the rest of the show from here. AV mob, let's get him, let's get him, let's get him. Let's go. We back at him again, man. Kicking it off from the top. Story number one. Salute to each and every person, man, that subscribed to the platform. Each and every person that liked the video, that's rocking with the V-Mob platform, man. We taking it to the top 2025. So at this moment, again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, drop us a comment and share the platform, man. So let's jump into a boom. Got the little dude coming up around the way. Now, this one right here is when dudes always want to get involved in things, and whole time it ends up going to the pinnacle. So, boom. Got the little dude coming up around the way. Now, shorty, he a well-known guy. He a made man. He done made his bones out here in the street. He known for getting money. He known for getting busy. But, like I told you, man, for every person that feel as though they the baddest guy walking, it's always going to be somebody that tests that. Sometimes, yo, it's better to be a good person than to be a gangster. And I mean that to say is, you gonna have to put your 1-2 down. The streets understand that. But sometimes, yo, it's good to just have that good name in the streets. Like, man, yo, a good man. He don't really do no backdoor, no conniving stuff. He stand on business. That is gonna always get you further than people fearing you. Because when you got fear, a lot of people get that misconstrued with respect. A person that gets you out the way just thought the fact that they don't feel comfortable around you. They don't know what your next move is. They don't know if it's a chance that they might be on your hit list and they might get pushed out the way. So they always going to be timid around you, and a scared man will whack you before a real man will. Always remember that. So boom. Now, shorty coming up around the way, he ends up getting into a beef with the older guys around his way. Now, what I mean by that is shorty is making his way. So it get to a point to where as though the younger guys, when you're a young man, you feel as though, man, you 45 years old out here still copping the same amount of weight that I'm copping. You was doing this shit 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It get to a point to where as though now you not even making a way. You ain't even out here doing what an OG supposed to do. You more so in the way. So once you get labeled as in the way, you gotta go, because now you taking food out of people's mouths. That's how a motherfucker gonna look at it. So boom. Whole time he gets into it with the OG dude, they ends up going to war. Now, the way that the war kick off is one day we all cool and chilling on the block. A big sale. Now, like I told you, you always got a different caliber of sales. You got dudes that run the block. They hit the dimes, the 20s, the 5s. You got dudes that run they block off their phone. They just got sales pulling up, whatever the case may be. Now, what happens is the OG sale pull around the block. When he pull around the block, he keep calling him. The OG not answering because he laid up with a pair of soft legs. He ends up got the phone on vibrate. He can't hear the phone. The cell out there calling for about 30 minutes. He stayed out there for almost damn near an hour, blowing his man phone up. He don't answer. Now, the cell, the habit start to get the best of him. He ends up asking somebody outside, shit, man, anybody holding? Boom, my little man right there. He pulls up to the car. Now, the sale was a big sale. He wasn't a dime or a 20 copper. He bought grams. Now, what I mean by yams is he bought shit in bulk. So let's just say he wanted 10 grams. If Lil Shorty's selling them to him for $100 a pop, that's $1,000. You feel what I'm saying? So when he jump in the car, the sale ends up wanting 20 of them. So that's a $2,000 play. Bum. My little man ends up hitting him. He get up out of there. He chilling on the step. He roll up a blunt. About 45 minutes later, the OG get done with his situation with the little broad. He putting his clothes back on. He check his phone. He see, God damn, I done missed my motherfucking play. He get the call in the cell back. The cell like, yeah, man, I was out there. I was blowing your phone up, man. I end up scoring from one of the guys out there. I ain't gonna lie, man. This shit is a dynamite. Now, the OG is not only mad that he missed the money, he mad that his sale got hit, and he even madder that he got some good smacks. So, man, what the fuck I tell you, man? Don't be copping from nobody around here. If I don't answer the phone, man, you go the fuck back home until I call you back. Man, don't do that shit again. Now he mad at the sale. He start to lean on him. Long story short, he dip out, jump in the car. He pull around to the block. When he pull around to the block, he get to asking everybody, man, who the fuck hit my sale? Whole time my little man jump up. He talking about, the fuck you talking about, man? The sale came right here. He pulled up on me. He asked me that I had something. Boom. So now they gets the argument and shit. Shit ends up going left. My little man ends up cracking him. Boom, boom. Now when he crack him, the OG, he an older guy for real. So he ain't really got the spunk. He ain't really got the reflexes all together. So my little man ends up trashing him. Bang, bang, bitch. He drives him to the ground. The OG take off. He breaks to the car. Boom. Now when he break to the car for real, he acting like he ready to grab something. Whole time my little man don't give him a chance. But Come to find out, the OG just was breaking to the car to get up out of there. But you can't play little games like that. We done just got into a physical altercation. You take off running to the car talking about, Ari, watch this. You already know what them words mean. Whole time our little man get to flush him. Bung, 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 bung. He get to hitting at him like 5 times whole time. The OG don't even make it into his car. So he literally on the other side of the car holding on to the car door while the shells is coming his way. Once my little man finished letting off, he take off, run through the alley. OG, you know, he looking peek. He jump in his car. He S off skirt. Woo, he gets up out of there. But now it's official. It's on. So boom. The OG, like I told you, he wasn't really a soldier. So he, instead of him taking on the beef head on because it's his beef, he goes to the, I got money. I'm a big dog. So now you bringing somebody else in a y'all situation. Whole time, he ends up paying one of his young boys. Boom. Little bro ends up scooting up on the young boy. He ends up cracking my little man. So now, my little man up out of there, one of the little hitters, he the one that did it. But this is where the game get tricky at. Now, you got the little dude who actually knocked off the young boy. He got a homeboy who starts to run around, and he's so pressed to have one up under his belt. Instead of him just going out in the field and doing what need to be done, he want to run around and claim his homeboy body. So now we adding another character to the game, y'all. This is the fake claimer. These the dudes that want to claim somebody else's work. So boom. He running around, he round bras, telling him, man, you already know what's up with me. He getting into it with little dudes, man, what the fuck, man, nigga already know what's up with me. I did catch one, man, whole time I caught such and such. But the reason that he's claiming this body is because he played a slight role. Now, when I mean a slight role is he was the one that called his homeboy on that very day and said, bro, I see Shorty out here on the block. But little bro was on the block every day anyway, so if the little dude who was taking the hit, if he would have just spun around there, he would have seen him regardless, because it wasn't like little bro was ducking no action. So now, the fact that this man played that very small part by calling somebody really being a snitch, calling his homeboy who came around there, took the hit, he feel as though he caught the body. This is the wild mindset that these dudes be running around with, yo. So bum, he running around claiming the fake work whole time. Word get back to some dudes that really love little bro. So they like, what? They like, yeah, man, listen, I ain't gonna lie. We was up there chilling with the little bros and shit. Shorty just kept saying he the one that did that shit. He kept saying he had a body under his belt. Niggas kept saying he was bluffing. Name who? Now, the dude who fake claiming the body, he was up there chilling with his homeboys and a couple of broads. Little dudes end up getting on him because he kept saying he had a body. They kept saying he didn't. They asked him who. He ends up telling them the little bro. So now they like, all right, that's a bet. They ends up catching this man within 48 hours, yo. 48 hours. He leaving out the corner fucking store. I lie to you not, getting a sausage, egg, and cheese. As he's unwrapping the sandwich, little dude slide down on a bike. He look up, go to say what's up. Little bro come out to hit, nail him. Bung, 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 bung. Dumb bitch. Stand over him, hit him 2 more times, jump back on the bike, take off. He takes off for real, leaving little shorty right there. All because of you wanted to be involved. All because of you wanting to say you did some shit that you didn't do. And you got involved in another man's beef because you had nothing to do with little bro and shorty taking a hit. Yeah, that's your man, but that ain't had nothing to do with you. Whole time shorty ends up getting this issue. He clear, and you know it was what it was. But y'all already know what it is, man. Wicked and wild situations. With that being said, fam, now, mob, story number 2, man. Another wild situation. Now, I know this dude, right? So I guess he had a fetish or whatever the case may be to become a police officer. So now he about 24, 25 during this time. His father is a pastor, so he come from a good Christian household. Whole time, him and 4 of his homeboys concoct this plan of, I don't know if they seen it on TV, whatever the case may be. They ends up concocting a plan that they want to act like they police officers or sheriffs, one of the two. They ends up ordering some badges. They ends up ordering some walkie-talkies. They got their little car. They buy the fake siren, the one that you can put on top of the car, or the one you can sit on the windshield. Whole time they order that, they goes out into the streets. Now, when they go out into the streets for real, they got a little Molly habit for real. So I don't know if that played an effect or whatever the case may be. Whole time they hit the road, they start pulling people over. Dudes start really pulling over now. They checking them. They more so extorting them, like taking their money, seeing if they want to pay their way out of jail. Like they literally had the audacity to do this shit. So now this goes on for about 4 or 5 months. One day, the little dude who got to pass the father, he outside playing police. He ends up pulling the dude over. It's a on-duty sheriff or police officer driving past. They see what's going on. They pull their car over to give some assistance. Whole time the timeout, jump out. He go to talk to the little dude. I guess they talking to police code. Lil Yo don't know what the fuck to say. So he like, man, you know where you work at? What station you from? What? Bop, bop, bop. He asked him whatever he asked him. He ends up telling him, man, turn around real quick. Now, I believe this what gave him up. When he told him turn around real quick, Lil Yo ends up turning around. So now the police officer looking like, yeah, a real trained officer would never do no shit like this. He ends up turning him around, booking him. Lil Yo gets so scared. Once he get down the district, he ends up telling the police what's going on. Yeah, we out here playing sheriffs, man. I didn't know it was really a crime. I thought I could do this. I was trying to be a civilian police. Bit, bit, bit. So the whole time he like, what? Lil Yo ends up telling on the rest of his homeboys for real. So now the police officers put the rest of the 4 dudes under investigation because Lil Yo, the pastor son, then already told him we do this Monday through Thursday at this time, these places, blah, 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 blah. So now the police put the investigators out there to watch over the little dudes. All 4 of these guys get booked the very next day because they hit the road and they trying to play police officer. They pulling dudes over, 1, 2, 3. Man, all these dudes get booked. They ends up getting like 5, 6 years apiece. Now, bouncing back to Lil Yo who had to pass the son. Now that he going into the system because he still got to do time even though he cooperated. Let's say the other dudes got like 8 years. He ended up with a 5-piece. So they probably took like 3 years off. Boom. So now he in the system, but he not really built for prison at all. So now he going through the joint, little dude, where it come back, a big guy over the jail ends up trying to try him. Now, what I mean by try him is he just was extorting him, robbing him, doing a little wild shit to him for real. Lil Yo ends up getting tired. He grabbed him a situation. He ends up hitting the dude. Now, when he hit him, he ends up hitting him somewhere that he didn't mean to hit him at. He ended up hitting him in a vital spot. Whole time, Yo had to get flown out to an outside hospital for probably like damn near 3 months. They ends up charging him with whatever they charged him with. I don't know if it was an attempt or something like that. But he ended up getting some years tagged on him for that. The dude, you know, he's still here. He pulled through, but he ended up getting some years for that. Now, he gets moved to another jail. He hit another guy. So now, he started off with a 5-year bit. He ran that bit up so much to goddamn now. He's still booked to this day. He ran a 5-year bit up to, I believe, like an 18-year bit just off of catching shots within that 5 years all over the big dude trying to do something to him, which leads back to a scared person to do something to you before a dangerous person because they scared. He did that shit out of fear, and then I guess he ended up liking it, and he feel like, well, shit, man, ain't nobody gonna mess with me. I might as well carry it like this. And that's how Shorty was moving around the pound. But y'all know the motto, man. Wicked and wild situations. With that being said, fam, story number 3. Now, mob, story number 3, man. Another wild situation. Now, we got this couple. They coming up in the city. They, you know, they addicts. They doing they 1-2. They involved. They indulge. Whole time, they ends up coming up on hard times. So they decide to purchase a BB joint. They ends up buying a little BB joint, and they say what they're going to do is they don't want to try to rob civilians. They are only going to rob addicts. Now, him and his girl got one of these little beat down cars. So what they going to do is they going to try to do the classic little bump. When the dudes get out the car, they going to put the BB joint on them, jack them, and they going to do they 1-2. Now, in their mindset, the reason they believe that this is going to work is because they thinking like addicts. So they already know 9 times out of 10, the tag's going to be dirty, the car going to be dirty. It's going to be something illegal in that car that's going to make them pull over once we bump them so they can try to think they can get some money. Whatever the case may be, this is the mindset that they got. So whole time they go down to a well-known drug block. They pull right there. They watching sales pull up and down on the block. So now they target who they going to get. Once the sales jump back on the highway, going back out to the county, wherever they going at, they jump on the highway with them. They jump on the highway, bump their car. The dudes get out. They jack them for whatever it is, whether that be the drugs, the money, items in the car. They just rocking and rolling with this wicked and wild mindset. So boom. They doing this shit for like 4 or 5 months and they getting away with it whole time. One day they ends up going too far. They are ill. Ill meaning is they ain't got that morning blast up in them. So now they pull down to the block. They catch their first victim. The victim jump on the highway. They jump on there with them. Boom. They ends up bumping the car. When they bump the car, they ends up jumping out. They go to jack the dude. It's a female and a male. The male is in the driver's seat. So now when he jump out and turn around, he walking back towards the car that bumped him to address the other man that's in the car. The other man who was supposed to be the one that's jacking him, he get close to him, he go to up. But when he up, the dude that's getting robbed, he kind of cocky, stocky, and he full of that nonsense for real. He ends up cracking the dude. Boom! Now when he cracked the guy, it's a car coming down. They get so scared or shocked watching the little dude get knocked out. They try to weave traffic. When they weave, those cars a goddamn accident. So now it's cars swerving all on the highway and shit, all because one person was being nosy saying the dude get knocked out. They try to weave once they feel they will gnaw and off. They try to weave. Now other cars got to swerve. Almost caused the goddamn accident on the highway, man. All because these dudes is playing the wicked and wild games. He end up getting left right there. The sale who was supposed to be getting robbed, he takes off running back to his car. He jump off the car. Hurry up, run right there, smack him, get him up. They jump back in their car, they pull off before the police or a real sheriff get right there. Just wicked and wild games, man. Things that go through the mind when people are at their lowest or that goddamn beast get on their back, their mind stop working, stop moving. But y'all know the motto, man. Wicked and wild situations. With that being said, family, thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you forever locked in with your boy, Stories with V. At this time, mob, y'all know what I need y'all to do for us, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this video here to 300 likes, man, and let's go for 200 new subscribers, man. 200 new subscribers, 300 likes. Hey, V mob, I got faith in y'all. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Let's go.